This is the first time in my life that I've been provoked to hit a woman.
It's nearly Valentine's Day. Yeah! But you're all alone. Yay! This time of year can be kind of brutal on people. Even more so now than usual, as the world is kinda against human contact just as much as me right now.
Don't touch me, motherfucker.
Fret not, Squire. I got you. If Valentine's Day is making you feel lonely, you're not alone, Chief. There's a lot of us, so let's try and cheer up by playing games that remind us just how alone we are in the world. Here are the top 10 games to play for Valentine's Day. But first, time for the arbitrary honourable mentions. Wow, is this what it feels like to be the Watch Mojo? Also, they're not ordered. Or are they? Nah, they're not. Honourable mention 1. SNK Heroines. Okay, not a great start, I know. But you know we gotta have a few gag entries on the list. To be honest, the only reason it's on the honourable mentions is because despite my love for SNK fighting games, 30 quid for a dead fighting game, piss off. Granted, the waifus almost make it worth, but not 30 squids worth. Hence why it's not on the list. But you may want to play it on Valentine's Day because, I don't fucking know, female Terry looks kind of based.
Hey, come on!
Honourable mention 2. Skullgirls. Okay. I know it looks like there's a pattern forming here, but trust me, no more fighting games are going to be on the list. The reason these aren't on the list is because they don't really have anything to do with Valentine's Day or themes of love. Nothing like that, pretty much. But they do have a fuck ton of tits and ass and shit like that. So if you're feeling a wee bit lonely, I thought maybe some fighting game waifus with some
Massive da honka bankaloos.
I thought maybe they could cheer you up. Honourable mention 3. Sayonara. This entry is literally just for me. Unlike the others, it actually has themes of love and I guess you could call it romance? It's also a visual novel which are incredibly niche and shit. I've already mentioned Sayonara in 2 videos in the past, so I'll just click the top right if you're curious and want to see if you'd be interested or not. If you don't feel like it, TLDR, it has my waifu in it, and it's written by the dude who wrote Madoka Magica, the Fate novels, and a bunch of other edgy shit. Really gory and has bits and pieces of love sprinkled throughout. Anyway, time for the actual list. Number 10, Witcher 3. Some of the games on this list are pretty much, just to put it one way, horny games. There'll be a couple of them at the beginning, but trust me, we'll reach actual romance shit later on. So why is The Witcher 3 on the list? To put it in a few words,
Lemme smash.
This place on the list could literally be replaced but with any of the Mass Effects or even Saints Row 4 for that matter. It's literally just here because sex scenes, lol. That's it. Next number. Number 9. Bayonetta. Fuck my accent.
Bayonetta.
This spot goes to Bayonetta 1 and 2, yet again one of the aforementioned horny games, but Bayonetta is a very different type of horny game. It's a bit more overt.
That shit kinda got me horny, dog.
Not really much to say, but good game to play if you've got the horn and like Dante's Devil May Rise and Revengeance of War type games. It stars a British babe as she hits, spits and does the splits. It's kinda metal. Pretty kick-ass soundtrack as well. Next one. Number 8. The Binding of Isaac. This one needs a little explanation, I know. So Valentine's Day, right? It's a celebration of love, yeah? Let's throw some love in the direction of the most important person in your life, besides your pet, your plushie, and your penis pump. That of which being your mother. Well, at least I hope your mother is more important than your plushies. This game is in fact all about the love between a mother and her child, and it really does warm your soul. Just make sure that you don't break your mother's heart. Yeah, I literally put this game on the list just so I could put that stupid line in the script. Yeah, next number. Number 7. Nitro Blasters Heroines Infinite Duel. Sorry, fucko, I lied. But this is the last fighting game on the list. Like, this is the last fighting game on the list. Deadass, I mean it this time. And just like Sayonara, the only reason it's on the list is simply due to the fact that Saya is in it. My wife was still fucking playable, yo! It also has a female-only cast, so yet again, if you're just here for fan service, aka the horn, you've got this bitch from Fate, you've got a god-tier waifu, and some other fuckers I don't really care about. Also, the last from Psycho passes in this, and she's an assist. That's pretty cool. The online is kind of dead though, so keep that in mind if you actually buy this surprisingly competent but niche fighting game. Now let's get moving right along. Number 6. Don't Make Love. Now we're actually getting to the real romance stuff, kind of. With this entry, that's kind of weird, but let me explain. This game is quite unique. Despite the titles, which sounds quite overt, the game is actually quite subtle and incredibly intriguing. The game is another visual novel, just like Sire, kind of, but basically the plot revolves around two praying mantis, which you choose which one to play, male or female. And the game centers around their struggle on whether or not they should make love. As they are praying mantis, that's quite dangerous and scary. If you didn't know, when praying mantis make love, the female praying mantis will decapitate the male and proceed to eat his body for nourishment. Hence the title Don't Make Love, because if they do, they're afraid their instincts will take over and they will fucking eat each other. It's genuinely quite touching and poignant, despite seeming so outlandish from the outside. I would genuinely recommend all the games on the list, but this one is very underground and it's also free on Steam, so I genuinely highly suggest it. Like, no memes, no jokes. Try it out. It treads some strangely familiar waters for people, despite not being about people. Next entry. Number 5. Titanfall 2. The last game was a bit of a Debbie Downer thematically speaking, so let's spread some love to some of the other most important people in your life, your homies. Why is this game on the list? What's this game about, you ask? Play this game. Well, more so its campaign, if you want to have an epic bromance between you and a 1,000-ton hunk of metal. You beautiful BT bastard. He's kind of cool in my humble opinion. Throughout the course of the campaign, you'll befriend your homie. You'll time travel with your homie, and you will do the homie. The multiplayer is also fucking 10 out of 10 best FPS ever, but it has nothing to do with Valentine's Day, I don't think. So yeah, number 4 time. Number 4, Persona 3, 4, 5. Well, you could also put Persona 2, Innocent Sin and Eternal Punishment on this, but most Persona fans have no fucking clue that they exist, so for now, let's forget them. The reason that the Persona games are on this list is pretty obvious. You can get nice and close to most of the females who are in the game, no matter their age, unfortunately. I don't care what you think, Kawakami is creepy, she's your fucking teacher. Also, you can choose to spend Valentine's Day with a character of your choice and shit, so the game is filled with romance. Just a shame that there's a lot of romance with teachers. This number on the list is slightly better than the previous, romance-wise, due to the fact that you can bromance every lad as well as romance every lass, including the best social link, Naoto.
Anyway, here.
So yeah, Persona's a good game series that lets you fuck. Number 3, Healthtaker and Healthtaker's Second Circle. For those of the cultured, you probably already know about Healthtaker, the harem simulator / puzzle game that sees you journey through hell with the objective of completing a satanic group of succubi, as well as an Azazel. What you may not know, if you are not as cultured as me, unfortunately, is that a fan of this game made a visual novel about it, the aforementioned Healthtaker the Second Circle, a VN centered around dating the previously mentioned harem, go to the gym with your bro of the harem, go to the park with the dogs of the harem, and pancakes and shit ensue. Both of which are 3, by the way, so you know, jump on the shit. They're both pretty short, so you can like blast through these in one sitting. Maybe even on Valentine's Day if you feel like it. I don't give a shit. I just think that all these beds are pretty top tier. Number 2, Love at First Sight. This game is just precious, but yet again, apologies. Oh! Fuck! But it's also a visual novel, so if you don't like VNs, fucking oof. This game gives off major Chunibyo vibes to me. By the way, if you want something nice and peaceful to watch that is pretty wholesome, watch Chunibyo, but I digress. Love at First Sight is a visual novel about a girl with a severe case of Mike Wazowski, and as a result she gets bullied and shit because of it. Seems pretty simple, right? That's because it is. It's just nice and wholesome as well as seemingly quite romantic, at least to me. I mean, it's in the romance category on Steam. I brushed straight through it all in one sitting on stream, and it was about 4 hours-ish. But since I'm quite used to VNs, if you haven't played many of them, it might take you a little longer. The game's also relatively cheap, being like £6 on Steam. I have no fucking clue how much that is in Biden books, but I imagine it's still pretty cheap. So give it a shot. The game has a really nice art style, and it's just overall charming and heartwarming. Number 1, Catherine. Yeah. Persona being on the list wasn't 100% unrelated now, was it? Catherine is a game that allows you to choose from one of 2 romantic partners. Catherine with a K, who is a control freak and who wants to stop you from going to the bar and also controlling your bank account. Bit rude in my opinion, but she's the main character, Vincent's girlfriend / fiance, I think. Or Catherine with a C. Hey look, just like in the title of the game. Yeah, cool. Catherine with a C, who is a younger woman and who is also a woman that Vincent had a one-night stand with. And she also seems really fucking unhinged and seems like she sleeps around a lot, so great choices. Control freak or freak in bed? And they say romance is dead. Oh my lord. If you count Full Body, which is like the better version of the game with more content, you also get a third waifu for your choosing, who actually seems like a decent choice. She is called Rin. Get it? Because you can't spell Catherine with a different first letter, so they just snapped the end off the name and made that the new character. Rin. Get it? I haven't played Full Body though, because I don't really use my PS4 anymore, and I ain't paying 50 fucking quid for a Full Body for full price on Switch, so I'll leave it for now. But from what I've heard, Full Body has a worse story but better gameplay, whereas the OG Catherine has a better story and less refined gameplay. By the way, the gameplay itself is pretty much half life simulator and half puzzle platformer, the latter of which, the puzzles being hardcore as fuck. So if you play it on Valentine's Day and you want to beat it in one sitting, you ain't going out for a while, even if you could, lol. So yeah, those are the games I think you should play around Valentine's Day to try and cheer you up. So yeah, this list made zero fucking sense at all. Like, at all. There are only a few games on this list I would actually suggest for Valentine's Day. Those being probably Catherine, Love at First Sight, Healthtaker and Second Circle, and Don't Make Love. But because those are majority VNs, I didn't want to alienate too many people who weren't familiar with that genre of game, or aren't fans. So I made some weirder choices, but I still stand by my picks. I still do. All the games on the list are either about relationships or will get you horny. And to be honest, I think that's what Valentine's Day is about. The love we share with the people we care about, and being horny. Whether or not that's with a romantic partner or not, doesn't matter. As long as you have someone you care for, be it a friend, a partner, a family member, whatever. Or you just want to get the horn. If you're doing either of those, you're doing Valentine's Day right in my book. With that being said, thanks for watching. Those were my picks, and Resident Evil 8 is an actual Resident Evil.
Now, I'm motivated.
Sweet!
Groovy.
I would fuck my legs, I'm not even gonna lie.